I call you hacker, but it was your hacker steps, you know?
I had this fake reputation of like he's a real programmer.
Oh, programming. I will type the keyboard and write the code all day. Okay.
Yeah, I did publish a lot of apps, probably like 50 apps. And then that one blew up as well, like 1 million downloads. I think it's still on Google Play right now. That's all the combination of their skills, sometimes luck, sometimes collaborations, and you never know what market wants.
So it's like Lego bricks. You can make some bricks together, or how do you want?
It's just something like I work free for them and then I don't get paid, but they still keep my code and then I don't get money or something. Even it's like freelancer.
Yeah, free work for free. Yeah.
They were like, okay, Silas knows this. Let's ask him. Perhaps.
I hate such apps when they do this.
Okay, now this is the next Mark Zuckerberg. Already here.
Це подкаст «З нуля». Тут ми говоримо про IT максимально простою мовою. Побачили складне слово? Спокійно. Ми одразу його вам перекладемо. Тут буде цікаво і новачкам, і тим, хто хоче нарешті розкласти все по поличках.
Hello, friends. It's the special episode of the podcast from Zero. It's in English, so we have two recordings on our podcast in our channel. One is Ukrainian with dubbed translation, and the second is the original version in English, if your English level is very good. Because today we have a talented freelancer with 8 years experience in Android development, z Azii. His name is Seilish. We worked together in the past on the very big healthcare Android project called Huma. So, hello, Seilish. How are you?
Hey, Oleg, I'm doing really good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing really good. I think our podcast will be very productive for our listeners because today we will talk about your programming path, freelancing life, and how to make money from GooglePlay apps. But before we start, I want to ask you some question about you because I know you, but my listeners don't know. And I want to start with the common question for our podcast is, how did you start programming? When it was and how it was?
Okay, yeah, thanks, Oleg. Thanks a lot. Hey, guys. So it was funny when I started programming. So just like a normal kid, I went to university without any plans because, like few years back, we didn't have such fancy career degrees. We just had like engineers, doctors, accountants. So every people around me told me, okay, you need to be an engineer. Let's try it. So I went to the college first. And then I decided after that, okay, all right, I came here now. What I want to be from here. And it's funny, like I joined the college and then had no idea in mind what I'm going to do with my life. So one day there was one guy who was flexing with all the people in our class. He was flexing something like, hey guys, I get friend requests from a lot of girls, a lot of popular girls in the class. And then it was a bit hard to believe. Then I thought something like, okay, how could we like expose him? Like, how can we really know the reality? So I was searching on internet casually. So he was my good friend, by the way. And then I found that, so Google suggested me, like, why don't you build your own Facebook? And it was like really funny.
Oh, yeah.
You can't do that.
What is the year about when it was?
It's 2013.
2013. Ah, okay. I understand. I was a schoolboy at this time.
Well, it's beyond.
Yeah. So building our Facebook is very complex idea and very great idea.
Yeah, and nobody knew that we could even build apps. So when I started researching, So what I thought was, okay, I can't build Facebook. Let me build something so that I can expose this guy out. Like, not in like, he's my enemy or something, but let's find the reality. So I started searching on YouTube, like, how can I build Facebook? And the first part was, okay, make the UI. So I searched YouTube tutorials and then made this first login screen for Facebook. So I was like really happy. Okay, we can do something like this. Now the next part was, I thought, okay, how about I give this app to him, then he logs in my app, and then I'll display a message saying, okay, your password is this. So I searched like, how can we build the second screen? And then finally, after like 2-3 weeks, I built like first screen like Facebook,
Uh-huh.
and then second screen with a text saying, okay, your password is this. So one day we were hanging out in college. Then I said like,
Can I ask? It was Android app or it was like website? What?
okay,
How it was
Android
like?
app.
It was
It
Android.
was
So you
yeah,
started on Android, like the first your step was Android actually.
yeah, exactly. I didn't even know like we could build apps. It was like random search. And then because I only had Android phone, because I couldn't have
Yes. Well, they
I
had no money for iOS as well. That's so.
think it's same with a lot of Android developers. Like I asked a lot of people like, why did you start Android? So they said like, okay, I couldn't afford iOS.
Yes. It's the common situation. It's reality because yeah, in my story, on this YouTube channel, you can check my full story of my life, how I become the programmer, and in this video, I say that I really want to make apps, but I cannot make iOS apps because I, I have only Android. Because for iOS development, you need to have MacBook, for example, and iPhone,
Exactly.
and it was very expensive for my family. And I think, okay, I will start with Android, and I became
That's very
Android
common.
developer as well. Cool, cool man. And what?
That's the same story. Mhm. So yeah, I built this app with one screen login and one screen with your password is this. Then I let him like log in. Okay, you haven't added me on Facebook. Please add me right now because we are on same class. And he logged in on my phone and it was like, your password is this. So when he saw like that screen, he was like truly shocked. Like, how could Facebook even do this? And then I told him like, I already know your password. I do know all your reality that nobody sends you friend requests. And he kind of admitted with me, like, yeah, please don't tell other people.
Okay, when I'm joking, I call you hacker, but it was your hacker steps, you know? It's like it's like reality. You are the hacker. You hacked this guy.
Kind of hack, yeah. And then he was like kind of scared. And then a lot of guys were seeing as well. So they thought like, okay, I'm truly like some guy with great programming skills. And then in class, so whenever there is something with programming, they were like, okay, Silas knows this. Let's ask him. Uh, but in reality, I knew nothing. I just pretended I knew. And then there was one time where a a lot of people on our class said like, okay, we are in same class, but we don't have each other's phone number. How do we contact? And then some guys were not on Facebook, some were not on Instagram.
Mhm.
So I had an idea. Okay, how about I build an app, like
Oh,
every people's face there, and a
it's
name there,
it's
and
very
then phone
cool.
number there.
When you
Yeah,
build some app, which it's not like pet project, yeah, which you build, for example, just for training. It's not training. It's like your app can help the real people to solve their real problems. I think
yeah,
it's really great.
yes. So I made this app like with like a month of trying myself because I knew nothing
Mhm.
except the pranks. And then I kept like everybody's picture, everybody's number, and then so we could press like call button besides its people's picture. Then we could call them. And then even
Mhm.
teacher were impressed because Android was really new at that time as well on 2013. Like even our teachers didn't know about, okay, you could build apps. They were like not that sure. And that felt like really cool.
So Android was not so popular at the time, yeah? It was like uh, Android development, especially apps, was only started, yeah? It's like not a mainstream on this year.
Well, yeah, we did have like Android phones, but nobody actually knew that we could build apps. And for teachers, they knew we could build apps, but they didn't try in like real life because they
Oh.
studied they studied on university long time ago. And then
Mhm.
slowly that news like went to other classes at our university. And people were like, okay, can you like build for our class as well? Then at that moment, I felt like, okay, it seems like I really did something nice. And then this is my faculty as well. So this feels cool. Like whenever we see people using our apps,
Yes, it's cool.
that was one of the proud moments.
It's not a prank this time. It's really helpful app.
Finally, yeah, thank God this was helpful this time. Yeah, and then that is how I started my journey. And then whenever there is something with programming, guys used to ask me and
Mhm.
other topper guys as well. But I had in my mind like, okay, I should know this because I had this fake reputation of like he's a real programmer. Uh, and then that motivated me to like learn more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one part. That was the first stage. Then on second stage, what happened was somebody on our class changed their phone number. So I had hard coded all the phone number in my code in my app.
Yeah.
So everybody had like its old phone number. Now I had like another pressure in my mind. Okay, how can I change phone number? Because I can't like go to every people and ask them to reinstall the app again. And that was a pressure on me, a good pressure. And then I started learning about, okay, what the API is, what is Firebase, okay, how can we change phone numbers dynamically?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then, yeah, so from
Yeah,
that was
so
like step by step.
yeah. So let's explain to our listeners because not everyone knows about API. So how can you explain about API? What is it? What did you do? Like maybe more easily.
Okay, so on basic level, API means something, an interface, so that our app connects to,
Mm.
so that we can change the behavior dynamically from where we are providing the data. So, for example, it's something like app tells some interface sitting out there, okay, give me the data. And then this API, like whatever that is, we can talk about it, but it provides, okay, here's the data. So in my case, it was like, okay, these are the phone numbers.
Yeah.
And then the job of app is just to like get the data and put it correctly. It doesn't depend on like what data it is. It's just like, okay, we assume this kind of data is coming from somewhere. Then app will just handle and show it on the screen on the UI.
Yes.
So API, yeah, this is API. Yeah,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Very cool explanation. So yeah, we talked in previous podcast about what is server. I think server it's when server communicate with your apps, it's like communication with API. So if you want to check more, check previous podcasts and you will understand it. But your explanation is cool, very cool, I think. Um,
Mhm.
so So yeah, let me take some pause.
A few moments later.
So yeah, man, it looks really great to make this app. And tell me, please, is it was only Android apps, and your class had only Android phones, or they had an iOS as well? What did you do with iOS, guys?
Okay, so on our region, the taxes are very high. And since iOS, the iPhones are not made in our country, so it's really expensive to get an iPhone. So like 95% of the people didn't have iPhone. And those who had were either from rich family or somebody was living abroad on United States or Australia or UK.
Ah,
So they would
okay.
send them. And yeah, even if they had iPhone, now they had to get Mac. So making that combination, yeah, it's like really like 1% of people 1 or 2%
So yeah,
that did iOS.
yeah. For your case, Android choose is very cool because if you even have an iPhone, the main part of people don't have it, and they cannot to test your apps.
Yeah.
But when you Android developer, you are the god. You can build
Yeah.
for people, and people can try it. So yeah, that's cool.
Also, there was something like the Apple Store charges, I think it's $99 per year just to publish apps for developer account.
Oh
So when
yes.
people think about, okay, I need to get an iPhone, I need to get a Mac, and I need to pay like $99 per
Yeah,
year.
as
No,
well. Yes.
there. And then that like adds a lot of things where it's just like $25 one-time fee for Google Play.
Yes.
And then there are like a lot of tutorials on Android. And since the community is doing Android, people like unconsciously go on Android because the next guy is doing Android. Yeah, so that's the story with like a lot of people, I think.
Okay, and after these university steps, you understood that Android is your path, so you want to go forward and make more powerful apps to give them to the world, yeah? Or did you try maybe some other kind of programming after that?
Okay. So for my story, it was something like it got driven with practical use cases. And because we had like college projects, so my group told me like, okay, you do a bit of Android. Let's do the project of Android. So we started to go on flow with Android apps, making like this home automation projects or some like Facebook pages, our version of Facebook.
Oh, cool.
Like, yeah. And yeah, that's how it started for me. Um, and then I also started to create my own apps because I could like publish them on Google Play. And then it's like very cool to know people downloaded the app I made
There.
and they're using it. So that was kind of my dream after that. Okay, let's make something that people will download and then use. So after that, I started to see these tutorials. A lot of tutorials were about this money tracking or expenditure tracking. So I followed their tutorial, but added my own tweaks, and I uploaded it on Google Play, thinking that it will get like 100,000 downloads and I'm going to be rich from that. And then it got like 5 downloads in like 3 months.
Oh,
And that was like the first phase of being
oh
disappointed.
yeah. It's classic situation. We will speak in future about the Google Play,
Mhm.
your Google Play career. But as I know, you was a freelancer as well. So when did you start freelance, or when it was?
Okay, so when I reached like nearly last year of my college, I was like really nervous. Okay, what do I do from here? Um, so the same story again. I just knew Android. I did some projects for college on Android.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I knew I should like build Android apps now. I was kind of locked in from there.
Uh-huh.
And then at the last year, I started making my own apps again. So I tried to copy one of the idea on Google Play that one of our guys on our community made, one of the company made. Um, and then I got like messages from them. Oh, your app is very cool. I like the designs. Do you want to work as a freelancer?
Oh.
I didn't even know what a freelancer was. I was in my mind, it was something like, okay, it's just something like I work free for them and then I don't get paid, but they still keep my code and then I don't get money or something. Even it's like freelancer.
Yeah, free work for free. Yeah. Like free potato in McDonald's.
And I was like, okay, no, sorry, I'm working really hard. I do like to get paid a little bit. So I rejected that offer, unfortunately, which was like really good company, by the way, at least for the beginners. And then I started learning again. The second company told me, like, do you want to be a freelancer? for us, and then we'll give you full-time job if you are a good fit. Then I thought like, okay, it might not be same because the second company couldn't again reach out to me to work with me because they have like a lot of apps, and then even the interns are paid well on that company. So I searched about what is a freelancer, and then I got like completely different description. It's something like you work freely, and then you get
So
paid.
yeah. So yeah, let's explain to our viewers about freelancers. So as I understand, this is a people who can take some project with, for example, if we talk about programming, let it be programming, but we have in our life not only programming freelancers. Freelancers are everywhere in every profession. So these are the people who work on themselves. They can take some project and make this project with himself, as I understand. And they communicate with customers, uh, take different questions from them, and so on. And he is one person who is who, I forgot this word. Who is the main guy of result?
Knowledge.
Yeah. So So he is the only guy who depends on the result. It's not like a big company. It's like one person who doing everything.
Mhm. Exactly.
So when the second company gave you this request, did you answer with positive? Yeah. So you read about freelance and you understand that they will pay you money and everything will be okay. And did you start to work with them or not?
Okay, so when I received the offer for the second company, I was already building like 3 to 4 apps. And one of them already went on Google Play. Sorry, 2 of them already went on Google Play. So I thought something like, so free apps can make money. So I researched something there. I thought, okay, so I haven't yet passed my college.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I should try something before I pass out from the college because I don't need money right now. And then I do have my exams near. So maybe I'll try to like keep more apps and then join as a full-time employee in a company rather than freelancer. So I worked like that until the last year of my college. And then when I passed out, I thought like, okay, I think I should take some freelancing work because I'm master of my own time. I can get whatever project I can work whenever I want. I can take as much work I want or as less I want. Then I can even have time for myself, my personal apps as well. So that's how I started freelancing on the third company for like short time because their project was like really short. It was about this FIFA 22 World Cup.
Oh,
Uh, so that shows the scores live on the ad.
cool.
So I worked on that and got humbled because after I joined the company, I realized, okay, I'm nothing in front of this world because on every company, there are like expert developers who work for like 10 years, 15 years. And then they knew everything. Their typing speed was like, boom, they could like type everything without seeing. And my typing was like really bad. I had to see it. It was like slow. Then forget the programming knowledge. I didn't even know how to type faster. So I got humbled. So I heard a lot of terms there. Okay, test, and then project management, and then deadlines, and then databases. I didn't know like what they were. When I was like really scared, all I knew was do whatever I like and then publish it on Google Play. And then I got humbled really quick there. Then I knew like my journey was going to be really long for learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you see when other guys programming something new which you don't know, you want to do the same, and it's like very cool motivation for programmers to learn.
Yeah.
For example, as well, we built this YouTube channel where this podcast and every people who want to learn learn development can make your his own apps from scratch, just watching the videos like you did it. and
Yeah.
and we have a very powerful community on this channel, so every who want to improve their skills can connect to this community, and the learning process will become faster. And as well, learning process is becoming faster when you work actually in IT company, because IT company it's a really uh, powerful like powerful body which has different parts, and these parts works together, and when you work with them you learn a lot of new to know. So as I see, your result was really cool. You really did improve all the parts which you didn't understand that time. So it's really cool. And what was next?
Okay, so the next after that, so I started to apply to a lot of companies, usually outside my country, because they really pay well for like Australia, United States. Uh, and then I applied for like 50 companies, and I got interviewed. Like I was like, okay, I know a lot of things. So after that company, I was like really confident. And then I got interviewed by a lot of people, like really expert
Oh,
developers. And then when I heard the words, because on programming, it's not just about you write the code, you make something run, and then it's done. So it's about how you make it more scalable, or how you modify things in future, or how you make different version of the apps,
yes, yes,
so-
yes.
and how you handle data properly, how you make apps that doesn't freeze, how you make apps that start faster, and then or maybe like save things offline.
Yes,
A lot
yes.
of features.
I
And then
agree with you
issue more
because
bunch of things. Yeah.
yes, yes, because people when they start, they think that, oh, programming, I will type the keyboard and write the code all day. Okay, but uh, on other side of this code, when you learn programming more deeply, you understand that it's very big infrastructure. It's not just your app. Your app is connected with other apps, with server of API, with API, you talked about, and you need to make your app to be to be more survival in the other apps world. It needs to solve really complicated business tasks, and it's not only about writing the code. It's architecture, infrastructure, and very, very big amount of extra knowledge you need to have, except of writing, for example, Java or Kotlin code for Android.
Exactly. Yeah. And when you think about it, it's just like programming is just a language.
Yeah.
So we do need to build something that really solves the real world problems, because programming is just a language to tell our phone, okay, do this, do that. So so when we think about big businesses or big company, so their requirements changes every time. For example, the companies might let you build some features right now, so it's interconnected with another feature. But after some weeks, they're like, okay, our business doesn't work like this with this feature.
Oh, yes.
So let's remove this feature. So at that moment, when you go back to your code, and if you see you connected a lot of codes with like different features,
Yes.
and then you remove the code for one feature, and we explored because
Yeah,
all the
it's a big boom. Goodbye,
all the
our
features
app.
will stop working. Yeah,
Yes.
all the features will stop working, and then you'll have the boss shouting from this side, okay, why this another feature got broken? Why is it broken? Because I asked you to just change this feature.
Yes.
Can be done on Android. So that's when this expert level programmers like Oleg did a good job
Oh, thank
separating
you.
the different codes. And yeah, so these are the things like, of course, we get scared when we hear this kind of things. Okay, I thought I just had to learn Kotlin or maybe databases or UI. But now, what is this guy saying? Okay, separate the code, separate the feature. I know, like we all panic when we hear things like this, but I think it's all about the journey. So when we start to learn, okay, I think this is better. So we'll slowly go and learn. Okay, not just Kotlin, maybe this kind of programming, maybe Java somewhere, or maybe Flutter, or maybe like module,
Yes,
or maybe
yes,
databases,
of
or
course.
face those things by step. And I think, yeah, we should not panic because those are the processes we learn on the journey.
Yeah, yeah,
So, yeah,
I think so. I think really, for example, in our channel we learn Flutter, but Flutter is not the only technology that we will know in our life. I think maybe some time will go past and we will learn other technology. So the technology is on like instrument. If this instrument can solve your problem in a good way, you can choose this instrument. When you see other instrument which works better, you can choose it. And you can connect your instruments. It's like Lego bricks. You can make some bricks together, or how do you want? And really, I love the programming because of this concept. You learning every day, and it's interesting because you can make different parts of your programs, different Lego bricks, put them together in different positions, and
exactly.
when you fall down, for example, like you say, it's a very kindly lessons when you say, "Oh yes, in next steps I'll do the other way," and I think it's really cool because we have different jobs where you need to learn one theory and you use this theoretical skills all of your days, so you learn nothing new. Okay, and
Yeah,
as for me it's not good. I like to learn new features, and programming I think is very cool profession.
exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, as Oleg said, so programming is just a language and frameworks, and then there's different kind of fancy languages. They come and go. Like some exist, some last longer, some like just uh, gets broken in like overnight.
Yes.
And then some different companies, like for example, if some companies get lawsuits, maybe they need to even shut down the framework. So when I started as well, so I was doing in Java. Then when I was about to get the job, that was when the Kotlin landed. And then all of the people were talking about Kotlin on internet. And then I thought, okay, my life is a waste now because I spent like 4 years learning Java, and then they're introducing a new language, Kotlin,
Yes,
and
yes.
then nothing. And it's time to like leave Android and then go and work on like some other jobs. I mean, I literally cried one night. Hey, how could they like betray the developers? They mean Kotlin.
Yes.
And then, yeah, I think like this kind of phases definitely scares people. But the core thing is like, we just need to learn the idea because the
Yeah.
basic things always stays the same. For example, if we see on like different programming languages, there's always this things called functions, and then they return the result, or something like the first main page, or buttons, or additions, or modules. The core concepts always remains the same. It's always about um, making the life easy for developer by reducing the line of codes, or maybe like making some shortcuts For example, when we started to build a website, so front page was always designed manually from scratch. And then everybody used to like code sign in, sign out, and then the banner, the header, everything. So what developers realized was, okay, these things are common on every website. So let's make a framework. It's like packages have common place. And then when developer add something like /login, it will just bring all the login features.
Yes.
So as a beginner, when we see that, we are like afraid, okay, I used to do login from like forms, return value, buttons. Now, what is this like /login? But the core idea is like always to make the developer's life easy by packaging that reusable things to one code. So when you understand the idea, I think it's really easy to get all the frameworks, or at least you can get like everything in like 2 to 3 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
There I want to say some words about Flutter because this channel is for Flutter, and we learn in Flutter. And you gave an excellent explanation about what framework is. I tried to make it myself. I am an Flutter mentor. I teach people to write code in Flutter. And when some newcomers asked me, Oleg, but what framework is? Can you please explain easily? I really cannot, because it's like I understand it, but it's very hard to explain. But your explanation is very good. I think I will use it maybe in my explanations in future. So thank you very much. It's really what Flutter do. It's like framework when you can make different ideas faster. So some people's developers of Flutter, the Google company, think about writing one code for all apps for Android, iOS, web, desktop, and so on. And they have this decision where you can solve your common problems in one place, not writing a big amount of apps. So thank you for your explanation. It's really cool.
Yeah, so one thing we need to always think is the frameworks and then programming languages always go in the direction of what market demands. For example, so there were like this Java and Android, and then Kotlin came out, which does like nothing better, but it just makes like developers' life easier. For example, it handles multiple errors, and then so on the core, it kind of packages all the basic idea that we had to write long codes for. So it's same with the Flutter. So people started to have Android and iOS, and then people used to do Android and iOS. But somebody thought, okay, maybe I need to make something that makes developers' life easier,
Yes.
so that they can write one code and reach out to like multiple people. So that idea started something like React Native or maybe Flutter. So because so when we look out in the world of the apps, as I said, the ideas are same. So they are like login screens, they are like settings screen, they are like menus, navigations,
Yes.
those kind of things in app. So one developer thought like, okay, maybe I do something like a developer writes navigation and then writes 2 brackets. And then I suddenly give them this navigation bar because it's the same feature among all the app. So it's easier for the developer who started earlier, because when they started earlier, they had to write 5 pages of code just for navigation. Then again, 2 pages of code for designs. And then again for clicks. And then it's like when you build the app, you waste your whole week just for making the navigation bar.
Yes.
And then this guy came up with the idea, okay, just navigation and brackets. Boom, there's the navigation bar.
Yes.
And then they bring up Flutter. And we are like panicking. Okay, there's new navigation bar on Android.
Yes.
How did I do it? And then like for 2 months with 5 pages. Now what is this? Yes.
So
I think that's the rule of
when we see new technology, new programming language, and so on, we don't need to be scary. We need to understand, is it technology are useful for us? If it's useful, we can learn it easy because we know the previous concepts, and maybe some new concepts will be there, but not so much. The main parts of work will still the same. So we don't need to be scary. We need to go ahead, learn, and maybe our programming life can turn in some other way. We don't know, but we need to be ready. And when we learn some technology, we need to use the concept of this technology and understand the main goal, not like it wrote with Java or Kotlin. We need to understand the main part, the center
Yeah.
of this problem.
Core idea, yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
so in this lovely note, in this lovely speech, I want to go on to Huma. When we worked together with you, I want to say some words about this project. This project for me was very cool because it was my first big healthcare project when I have a lot of teammates. I had a lot of modules, a lot of lines of code, because before that, my project was not so big. They was some kind of complex project, but they was made with one or two or three maximum number of developers. But Huma is the big project. And can you please tell me, how did you get in to Huma? They found you or you found them?
Okay, so before Huma, I was working on one of the French companies. I was doing automation over there, and then they decided to kind of shut down the company because the automation they did, that was over another app on Amazon Flex. So that was the app. So they did automation over that app, and then they realized that it's not ethical, so they had to shut it down. Unfortunately, we're doing like really good over there. But when they gave me this news, I was into search for another job, and I definitely wanted to go on like big projects. I wanted to see how people build this huge, complicated projects.
Oh, yes.
So I tried this on their website, and then they reached out back to me saying, okay, we are happy. We want to take a test. And then that was my first virtual test, virtual interview. So there were like 2 to 3 people, the lead Android developer, and then the project manager, then maybe assistant developer or CTO or somebody.
The lead Android developer is Daksh.
Yeah, it was Dux.
Oh, yes.
Awesome guy.
Very good guy.
And, yeah. And then he's like really smart. And then this time I was prepared as well because of my past failures. So I was really prepared for this interview. I knew all the things about test, Kotlin, internal functions.
Oh,
Then I even checked like what kind of interview questions do people ask. I was like really ready to go. And then joined Dux. And then he started asking me about this Kotlin internal questions. What are functions? What are scope functions? Okay, what would you do on these situations? And then he's definitely smart. So now he made me like think a lot. I was prepared. And suddenly I see this project manager joined again. And then he shot his video. And then it felt like I'm really interviewing on like really big company. So what I thought at that moment was, okay, so if I don't answer and I just panic, I can't answer anyway, and I'll fail this interview.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just try to like think him as my friend, and I'll just answer whatever I think. So I started to answer his questions, and one of his question was really ambiguous. So it didn't have like one specific answer. I forgot the question, but he just wanted to know my thought process. And I gave him like both ways. And he was like really happy. Okay, you know your stuff.
Cool,
And I
cool.
said like, are you really impressed, or are you like joking? Because I answered nothing. I just gave you my interview. Then he was like, okay, this is the thing we are looking for.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's very great when interviewers can ask such questions.
yeah,
It can describe this interviewer with very positive side, because it's not like he have a paper and okay, question 1, question 2, question 3, and so on. He want to speak with you, want to understand your thoughts, how will you solve complicated problems, because even in our project's life, when we work on company, we receive some task. We don't know how to make it from scratch. For my case, like 50% of tasks I really don't know how to do. I need to check out different modules. I need to find out some lines of code I need, and so on. So it's really like these questions can show how do you think, and I think it's very good that you came through this interview with this awesome team lead Android developer, Daksh.
yeah. I'm grateful. Yeah.
So, what was next? It was easy to you to go to Huma, or they make you to wait some time.
Okay. So it was something like I was prepared, but again, this comes like the same phase again. I need to get humbled. So when I got the job over there, so they sent me this code base, which was like really, really huge. So because it was like empty labs, it had all these machines connected, blood pressure machine, heart monitor machine, different libraries, and then different apps for different companies. So the code was like really huge. And I got scared a little bit. When I opened the code, I was like blown away because this Huma had around like 12 to 15 Android engineers were like really expert. Then whole like that was like really professional code I ever saw in my life. Everything was like perfect, like no even grammatical mistakes. Like no code were like more than like 4 lines. Everything was clean. And then I didn't know like some words. And then there were some features I just heard. I couldn't even, I never like did in my real life. I just heard it. But those guys were really using that at Huma and then releasing on GooglePlay with this code. And then when I saw that, I was like, okay, I think this is my life is like this. I know nothing about Android. I came to that same phase again, like 4th time in my life.
Cool, man.
I think everybody goes through this phase like multiple times. And then they gave me like one task. Okay, can you see this? And then I didn't even know where the files for that were. Like I didn't know. I didn't. So
It's a
what
common
I was doing.
situation. It's a common situation for multimodal projects when you when you receive very easy task, but you really don't know how to find out in what part of code you need to work. Yeah.
Before I was doing it like just one page of code, and then I improved myself. I did it like multiple pages, and then I get multiple modules kind of thing. I was really happy. But when I entered Huma, there was like completely different thing, not just multi-module. It's like modules of modules.
Yes.
And then I don't know, like how do I even search the first page? How do I even look for? And I was really scared. Should I ask him, the lead developer? And then I was again afraid. maybe he'll be angry with me. Like, you don't even know like the first phase of your code. You don't even know like how it works. And then after like 2 days of like hunting the code, I finally gave up. It was like I didn't even know like how to separate things. And then they were on pressure, like project pressure that happens in company. And then there was another guy who was hired with me together. So I told him, okay, I'm trying to quit this company now because I know nothing. I just don't want to get paid because I don't work. And then he was like, same situation with me, man. I just found the first page. He was like Mohammed, if you remember correctly.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yes.
Yeah. So he was like, okay, same with me, but I didn't sleep the whole night looking for this first page. I got the first page, but I think I'm gonna quit as well. And I said, okay, you found the first page. Tell me what is it? Maybe I can like dive from there. You will be like first page. Okay.
Awesome.
I went to like second page because we didn't even have like chat GPT at that moment. So we didn't know like who we ask. Yeah, and then I found the second page. And then here, Muhammad had already written his resignation letter already. Like, sorry, sir, I don't know everything. I don't know everything about this project. I'm gonna quit. And he asked me like, is this letter okay to quit? And I said, okay, don't worry. I found the second page. And then we went on like this video call, and then we shared, okay, this is this. And there was this third guy who messaged me like, okay, it seems like you just joined this Slack channel. Are you from Android? I said, yes. And he said like, do you know where is the first page? Where do I start? Then I brought him on video call as well. And then we started to realize, okay, nobody knows. I think this is the same thing people face. And then we three were there, and then we were confident now because we are three new Android developers. Okay, let's bring the lead developer and ask him to explain us the project.
Yeah.
And then we brought this guy, Dux. He came to the video call. And then, Dux, what is this? We don't know everything. And then he said, like, did you guys check that email I sent you where I explained everything? Where everybody of this were like, okay, was there an email? And then he was like really angry. Else, how would you know? Where do we begin? And then, okay, guys, so on the email. And then from there, like, we started digging project. And again, we're like afraid. It's been 1 week. We still don't know everything. We still don't know like how fully the project works. Then we asked Dux, sorry, Dux, we still don't know how the project works. And then he said, did you check on Slack? They said, 2 weeks, you just see about the project. We don't work on anything. Just dive into the project. And we're like, okay, this is how the big company works. So 2 weeks.
Exactly. I can share my story about my current job. It's a Ukrainian company, Global Logic, but we works on really big healthcare project on Flutter. And for me, the first months on this project, I really was like you. I don't know anything because I have different experience in different projects previously, but it's new infrastructure for me. It's first big multimodal Flutter project, and I had a lot of questions. So maybe it was not so hard for me because I have had a previous experience at Huma, but after all, it was not so easy. And when my HR speak to me about my probation period, she asked me what I think about my work, and my team lead was on the same call, and I say I like my work, but I'm panic because I know no I worked 2 months, but I know only maybe 2 or 10% of our project. I don't understand other part. And my team lead say, Oleg, I work 3 years here, and I have the same situation.
Exactly. And I can remember one story about Oleg, guys. So when Oleg joined Huma, so I had already around like 1 year or 2 years of experience there. So I was like building this really complex modules there. And then Oleg joined because we were having like big projects. And then after that, so Dux gave me this responsibility of, okay, get Oleg started on the
yes.
project.
Yes.
So Oleg joined there. And then I was building this some automations. And then I told Oleg, oh, okay, Oleg, this is the project. Please try to look, don't panic over anything. Then he started to look the project. But I think at the same time was when there was some attack on Ukraine. And then he was already taking this complex features
Yes,
when he
yes.
started.
It's when war in Ukraine started. When
Yeah.
war in
He was
Ukraine started, we started work at Huma. So yes,
Yeah.
it was that time. Yeah.
He was new. Just imagine the complexity of the project. He was new. I was busy. I just told him, like, ask me if you have anything. He didn't ask me, but he used to be like online at nights. And then there were like this really scary buzzers. He used to run away from his house, then come back at like 11 p.m. and then work all night and then submit his work. Like, hats off to your dedication, Oleg. You're like truly amazing. Like, you did like those craft projects, which was like one of the most complex part on Huma. So you did that without like much help. Of course, we did help a little bit here and there, but you did handle all those features yourself, working sleeplessly at nights, and being available at midnights, and then being available for meetings despite of those attacks. Like, that was like really impressive, man. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, man, for such words. It was really sometimes hard for me, but I understand that it's the hard period of life. Not only it was all my country. So uh, in that situation, I thought I need to do maximum from myself in my side. So yeah, and it was like my engine for this. And also, I want to thank you for your help, for your mentoring, for your support on this. And who I am now is thanks for you. Your persons also here.
No, it's like you did everything literally. I do remember that. The bars were like really complicated. A lot of things, you had to get started to project. You had to learn new things. You had to know this complex modular bar graphs. And then, yeah, everything. You did like really awesome job. We were like really happy. And you did a great job, man. Thank you very much for joining and then handling everything.
Yeah, thank you the second time, man. Cool. Yeah, man, it was really good journey at Huma. And I want to know about your Google Play experience. So, as you mentioned, you published a lot of apps in Google Play. You started from your start, from your students' ages. And tell me about this path. How many apps did you publish, and maybe do you have some income from them?
Oh boy. Yeah, I did publish a lot of apps. I can't count in my hand right now, but it should be probably like 30 apps or maybe like 50 apps. When I
30 or
started,
50? 30 apps? 50
yeah, I
apps?
think 30 to 50. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
I'll tell
God.
you how.
When I spoke with you previously, I thought, okay, it may be 8 apps or 7 or
Mhm.
maybe 10 maximum. It's like 50 apps.
I'll tell you how.
Cool,
So
cool, man.
I started with this. I started with this expense tracker app on my college. And then I started this one of the local app that competed with local company here, and who wanted to give me this first freelance job. This was the second app. Then I tried like a couple of apps like habit tracker, and then alarms, and then to-do list, this kind of weird things that everybody makes. And then one day I thought like, okay, what unique can I do? I don't want to do the same thing that's on internet right now. And then we just copy everything, and then we just make our own apps. I want to do something different and be simple. So at that time, I knew this advanced Google search. So for example, if you go on Google and type Android development, and then you type file type colon PDF. So if you do like this, you'll get only the PDF files on Google. So I did know this advanced Google search. So I started with PDF Finder app. So what we do is I made an app where a user can type their text and then press the search button. So when they do that, on background, I went to Google's website, and then I typed that word plus file type PDF. And then Google recommended me just the PDF files. So I displayed that on my app. So viewers were like really amazed. Okay, there was no PDF finders. So it was like a long time ago, like 5-6 years ago.
So
and then it was like,
users didn't know about advanced Google search, yeah?
yeah, a lot of users don't know these things.
Oh.
And then if you want like some PDF, you just go on GooglePlay. Okay, PDF book, PDF search. And then my app was like really highly rated.
Oh, cool.
And then it was like 4.8, 7, something like this. And then people like found PDF files from there.
Cool. And
So I
how
was like really
many
excited.
how many reviews and installations?
I think right now, so I checked like 6 or 7 months back. It has like 8 million downloads in total. But those are, yes, it does. I think it's like
Amazing.
it's between 5 and 8 for this app. And then it's PPT. So I thought like another idea, PPT Finder. So
PPT is
basically what I do,
presentations, yeah?
yes.
Oh, cool, man.
So people just don't want PDF. People want PowerPoint as well.
Yes.
So what I did was I copied that app. And then just when user searches everything, when I go to Google in background, just replace this file type PDF with file type PPT. And the new app was ready. And it got like some decent downloads as well. Yeah. I think it got like 2 million or something, PPT Finder.
Man, it's amazing.
Yeah. So one day I was checking this local company that offered me freelancing job. Their app had just 1 million downloads. And then I started thinking, okay, I think this is something really special. And I think I can earn money from this, because if they're running the company from 1 million downloads, I do have like 5 to 8 million on this one. So how are they making money? So I typed this thing on Google, and then I got my answer for like, you can keep ads on your apps and then start earning money. So that's when I started about putting ads on my apps as well. Yeah.
So you put ads to this PDF Finder and the PPX Finder as well, yeah? And how it was?
Yeah. So when I kept the ads, I started making another app. It's PDF editor. Because when I went and searched on GooglePlay PDF something, I saw like they popped up the search PDF editor. And then when I accidentally clicked over there, I didn't see any app that was PDF editor. So I thought like maybe I can build something, because there is space on this market. There was no PDF editor at that time. Even if there were like overlaying the text on top of PDF. So I tried to search on Google, like, how can I really edit PDF? Then I found this something called library that somebody else created, which could allow me to edit PDF. So what I did was I brought that library on my app.
Well, let's
So
explain
library
what library is, because
library
some of
is
some of our viewers don't know nothing about libraries. So let's explain them this.
so library is something like a, a package of code that
Mhm.
does some job.
Yes.
So there's like independent code in a file that does some job. So that's called library. So I brought that library on my app. I just put that one and then allowed people to edit PDF. And then that one blew up as well, like 1 million downloads. I think it's still on Google Play right now.
Cool.
Yeah. But it didn't do that much of great job because by nature, PDF aren't that much editable, you know. So it's kind of a locked file. So that didn't do that much of a good job. So it had like 3-star ratings, but I kept ad on that as well. So when I kept ads on my PDF editor, I really didn't check my performance of ads on my previous 2 apps. So when I went back and saw that, I was like amazed. It got like $300 or something in like 2 weeks. I was like really,
Amazing
yeah,
number.
now blown away. Yeah. At the beginning, like $300 means like a lot. So yeah, and then I started to like put ads on every app I make. And then I started searching about like how do we really optimize the earnings. Then somebody on an article wrote, okay, then put more of your ads. Then I started putting a lot of apps, like whenever users starts the application, whenever they want to close the app, I don't let them close the app. I was like, okay, see this ad first. And then I got subscribed again for ads.
I hate such apps when they do this.
Yeah. So
But
I got suspended for ads because I interrupted viewers' action of getting out of the app. So I did like crazy things like blocking the back button of Android because they must see the ad. And then it was like against the terms of service. And it got like suspended for a while. And then I started again learning, okay, what are the ethics? What are the rules of putting ads? I started like optimizing. When I started to earn around like $1,000 from like all of my 3 apps. Yeah. So that was my first phase of earning on Google Play. Yeah.
so let me ask some questions.
It's,
As an app user, I really hate this when I want to do some stuff in my app and I see the ads. And you say that you put a lot of ads, so it's like this is your app and you do like ad, and so on, and even block the back button. So I think users will delete this app and not use it and not see the ads. Or is it work another way? Is they steal an app?
so yeah, what happened was I did like crazy things. Sometimes I did like ad over ad. So when a user closes one ad, there is another ad behind. Like, okay, then my revenue really skyrocketed after that. But it was just for like a week. And then Google Play's internal team casually or like frequently reviews different apps when they get like huge downloads and they like suspended this ad for 1 month. Yeah, that's what happened. And then I started learning about the different kind of ads. For example, it can be a banner ad that's just at the bottom that pays you like really less. But there's this full screen ad. So when you press like, when you go from one screen to another, you see this full screen ad.
Yes,
So that is like really good. There's one more ad, video ads. So you can let you can let your users watch a video. And then there is this reward ad. So you can reward users for watching the ad. For example, if you create some game and then the user fails on some level, you can say, okay, then what's this ad so that I can give you hint for the next level. And then users will watch
Or
few
some extra
video,
money, for example, or games,
yeah,
or
coins.
yes.
None that has like really good earnings. Yeah, so that's how I started to earn the revenue. But the crazy thing is, when I was here until here, I think it was before Huma. So I was like really expert Android developer already. At least I thought I was. So I started searching this libraries, like what kind of libraries to make people's life easy so that I can bring that library, put in my app, put the ad, make good app, and then earn a lot of money. So when I was searching on Google Play, I searched about what's the vacancy on market right now. So what apps do people want? So I saw people really wanted about YouTube video downloader, YouTube music downloader.
Oh yes,
We didn't have.
yes.
Now we do music and then offline YouTube, but still we don't have this YouTube music downloader on Google Play because YouTube doesn't allow people to download music from third party. So I saw this app called New Pipe. So they had this app where user can download music, download YouTube video, but they weren't on Google Play because that violated their terms of service. So they were just on a website. So if you type on Google New Pipe, you can download that app. You can download YouTube videos from that app, but it's not on Google Play. So now this crazy guy started to think, okay, how can I bring this app to Google Play so that I can put ads and earn money? So what I did was, the crazy thing. So I started to learn about how Google Play reviews some app. So if you upload some app, they review and then they publish it to the world if everything is okay.
Mhm.
I thought I just need to bypass the step of, a reviewer on Google Play. So what I did was, I'm not sure even if this is legal to talk about, but yeah. So what I did was I just downloaded their app and then put that app inside my app, their code inside my app. Then I said like, okay, if you want to download, we have this YouTube video downloader feature coming soon. Okay, stay tuned. And then I uploaded the app on Google Play. So in my thinking, when Google Play employees saw that, so they couldn't take down my app because it didn't violate any service. It just said like, okay, you'll be able to download YouTube videos in future. Yeah.
Yes, not now.
Yeah. So they had to approve my app. So that went live. So as soon as that went live, from my server that we talked about before, from my API,
Yes.
I enabled the code for people to download the video, like after a few days. And then that app went like really crazy viral. It got like 500,000 downloads in 3 weeks. It went to like top charts, of our country, and then like new apps charts. And then I started to earn like really good amount of money.
Amazing.
So yeah. And then I started to think, okay, so I earn this much amount of money. So how many days for me to be a millionaire? When I'll buy house, I'll start my own company. Now I started to dream these crazy things. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then
You are the best.
yeah. And then I started to like think, okay, now this is the next Mark Zuckerberg already here. Like he built something great. The app is approved, the people are downloading. And then the rate I'm earning right now, so that was around like good salary of a good person. So I can give you an estimate. That's a salary of a good person in the US. So I thought like, okay, I should never work again. I can just stay chill in my life. The app is approved. I want to update the app again, and I'll get millionaire soon after like few years. So I was into the stream. And one day when I woke up, I got the email. Okay, your app is suspended from Google Play. my heart was really shattered at that point, because I had this dream. So that was my like sixth and seventh disappointment. I was humbled in my life again, you know. And then I didn't have any plans about my life now because I didn't make any plans because I had this crazy app already. Yeah, so
So Google Play so that this app is really download this, and
yeah,
they make extra review, yeah. So they, as I understand, they see that this app at the top of the charts and say, "Oh man, what's that? We need to block it as soon
yeah,
as possible."
exactly. So yeah, so they were like, because there are like different features. So when they rank app, they don't want like wrong apps to be ranked. So different employees try to review at different points. So I tried to like beat the system, but system beat me. I didn't like really try to like do the wrong, but I tried to like be more smarter than them to like allow feature in future. And then I turned that on in future, but they caught me. Uh, and I didn't know like that was out of. I didn't know that was against their terms, initially. So yeah, and then I tried like different things. Okay, maybe this is illegal for like United States because their courts are strict, their laws are strict.
Yes.
Then I disabled that feature. Sorry, I disabled that feature on United States. And for United States, I allowed just the feature like if user want to download some YouTube video, I'll just redirect into the browser or outside my app. And for other countries, I'll let them download on my app.
Mhm.
But that didn't still work because Google Play reviewers are everywhere in the world, you know. So somebody again reviewed that. When I published, I tried like different experiments like 15, 20 times, A lot of times they were like a super hit. They got like 10,000 downloads, 50,000 downloads, still generated me revenue. But at the end, nothing lasted for like more than 3 weeks. Still, I did earn like some good amount of money there. And I thought like, okay, I shouldn't go on this route. I should kind of do like apps that really solves users' problems.
So
Yeah,
as I
there
see
was
this
someone.
situation, it's like, you make this powerful app which boomed Google Play. Uh, Google Play suspended. After that,
Mhm.
you make different try. You blocked. You make other features for US users, United States, yeah, and for rest of the world, you allow to download. Uh, it works, but also was suspended, and you make other tries, and on every try you receive the money. During they didn't suspend your app, yeah, this time. I don't know how it long was, maybe week or day or some days, yeah. This period you are receiving the revenue from Google Ads, yeah.
Not for all, because we need to definitely verify our identity there. So I wasn't doing it for like money. I was looking for one of my apps to go over 10 million downloads.
Mm-hmm.
And then came the money part, okay? So if I generate some revenue, I can really keep that money for my personal projects. So yeah, that was my try, which failed miserably. Yeah.
But as I understand, you can continue to publish this app in different ways and receive the money while
It,
Google will not suspend it.
it looks like if now maybe I can like do some of the tricks here and there to kind of really bypass the Google system, because at the end it's just like reviewer and the bot. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not interested into that as of now. Yeah. So I'm into like good thoughts now.
Yeah, exactly. I think our apps need to help people, and
Yeah.
and yeah, And this terms of Google Play is really may became some weird ones because I had also experience with publishing my own app, so I like playing the guitar. And first, what I did in Google Play, it was when I started my Android path. I published the app who help people to add their songs and put the chords under the words of the songs. So it's like you have a song with chords, and you can keep it on your phone, and you can play it on the guitar. So
Yes.
this app had maybe if it was 500 downloads or 1000 is maximum what it was. And but people was interested, and after that I think I need to make this app on Flutter. And I started Flutter to make a new version of this app, which will be more powerful uh, with more functions. But I had really no revenue. I thought that I will become a millionaire because uh, my app, all guitarists will use my app. But no, uh, if I want, so I think I need to make more advertising outside of Google Play to keep my user going in my app, because if we type guitar app, it's a lot of guitar apps in Google Play, and my guitar app were in the bottom. So yeah. And as well, I had a legal problem with not with Google Play, but with App Store. App Store, with their legal policies, blocked my feature of my app, which allows people to get other after songs, because other after songs is a legal stuff. So it's kind of text you cannot copy, you cannot share, you cannot get money with their texts. But without this feature, my app was not so powerful. It's like only you can copy and paste your own songs, but you cannot have a library with popular song. You need to make if you are user, you need to make this library by your hands. So yeah, it's like legal stuff, but we can do nothing with it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how we all go through that phase. Yeah. We have a dream and we realize, okay, this is not the correct way. Then we learn from that. Again, try something. Yeah, I think this is how the life works. Yeah.
Yes. So maybe you can share how much do you earn from your apps for now? Maybe for per month or per week, if you can say this.
Okay, so all of my YouTube apps got banned. Then a lot of apps weren't updated by me myself. There are only like 3 to 4 apps live right now. Maybe they're outdated as well. But I do see like few bucks, like few $100 every month, because I don't really focus on creating the simpler apps. I'm into like some other projects, but it's a good addition, yeah, on my income.
Yeah, cool. But if we speak about your previous apps, for example, PDF editor and so on, so at start they gave you a lot of money, yeah, but when time passed, this income was less, yeah, as I understand.
Yeah, so it really depends on how long user uses your app.
Mm-hmm.
So at the start, the downloads were used, and it still is, but other developers recognize that, okay, this app is making a lot of money, so I want to build this as well. So there are like hundreds of apps right now. So it's kind of being shared with all of those apps. Yeah, at the start, I made like few thousands every month from that single app. Yeah.
So so if you want to make this like solo Google Play programming like your main income, you need to make more and more apps. You need to check different ideas, as I understand, because it's not like you make one app and this app is still going to bring your famous money every day at the rest of your life. So you need to be in fit, yeah.
hmm So, yeah, so ideally, what we want to do is we need to make an app that really has value for users. So that's the only thing.
Yeah.
So just making an app that helps viewer and they use, if possible, every day, so you can make a lot of money. So I do have like some friends who make like $40,000 a month from just one app.
Cool.
But yeah, so that's all the combination of their skills, sometimes luck, sometimes collaborations, and you never know what market wants. So you have to start creating different apps, and then you'll find your sweet spot. Okay, I think this really is useful for my user, or this is the gap on the market. And then when users start to download, use that every day, and then once you start earning good money, it's not about the money anymore. So you really start to care about viewers. Okay, what features can I give them so that there are like more viewers? So it's all about helping viewers, make them happy. If you can't, try different apps.
Exactly.
So you never know when it lands. You just need to get one app right. It might change your life. And if you don't make even one app, so there is a saying, you miss 100% of the shot you don't take. So try to take the shots, try to make different apps. Who knows what lands to the viewer? Sorry,
Yeah,
who knows? Who knows what lands to the users?
yeah, exactly. And I think the code writing of their app, for my opinion, it's only 10% of the success. I think the rest of success is valid marketing, as you mentioned, some luck, as you mentioned, some sponsors, who can help to with you can collaborate with and show your app to the world. So if you write the code and publish it on Google Play, it will be on the bottom. You need to show your app to the peoples who will install directly it, and it's a lot of strategies how to do it, and for a lot of the strategies you need money. If you need money, you need sponsors, so it become like business. You need to make your business model, show it to sponsors. Sponsors will give you money, and with this money you can uh, promote your app to the world. As I see the situation now, it's not a situation like when, for example, when you was a student, no one knows about development, and there was not so much apps in the markets. So now App Store, Google Play has a lot of apps, and your app need to be really very good. It need to be shown to the world to make a success. So when I understood this when I made my app with no success, and I thought this is not my way, because it's very difficult. I can make some apps, for example, for my YouTube channel, for my friends, and so on. But if I want to have success only from app, it's very difficult, as I see.
Exactly.
But your scary crazy amounts of downloads shows that you really cool at the market, so you understand what people need. And you cannot say this, the what is it exactly, but do you want to continue on this way? Maybe do you have some ideas to share with the world to make other apps? You cannot name it because I think someone wanted to do the same and steal your success, but you want to go this way in future, yeah?
So in future, I haven't really thought of making my apps as of now. But it's also not just about like somebody can take our idea or something, because there are like thousands of ideas on the internet. Each of them has potential to succeed. So the only thing I have learned in my life making like this kind of apps is, so when I started first, I tried to crack the algorithm, Okay, so how can I make my app rank better from like 200? How can I make it on top 5 so that when people click PDF downloader, they see my app and then immediately download. Then I started to see like, okay, titles, descriptions, if I keep something inside your app, and then make your app shareable, and then I tried like different techniques to hack, by hacking, I mean like different hacks to make the app popular, to make it recommended by GooglePlay. And after like years, what I realized was all the things I tried were the things that were required to make the user happy. So if you follow the algorithm just follows the satisfaction of the user. So it's like, even if you follow the algorithm, at the end of the day, you are learning to make a really productive app, valuable app for the user. So make the users happy, give them what they want, and then there's your success. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, thank you for your speech. Thank you for your life hacks. Maybe some of our viewers want to go this way and try to make something themselves and have a success with your speech. So, really, thank you for it. And maybe do you want to share some, maybe we want to teach our viewers, because our viewers is newcomers on the programming. Maybe you do have some words for them to share, maybe some advices in their life.
Okay, so on the programming part, so I would say like build something that you love. So build around it, because there might be like some passion you see on. For example, if you are a guitar player, so you can start creating some app that will show the lyrics or that will tune the guitar, because you have interest in guitar. So you do know as a user what features you would like to have as a user. So when you get that, number one, you'll have interest to make that app better every day. Number two, you do know a lot of things about it. Yeah. Number three, yeah, you never stop, because that is the field you really love.
Yeah.
So that's one. I would say like when you are doing programming, do not use like this frameworks we discussed earlier,
Yeah.
because frameworks come and go. Just try to focus on algorithm than logics, because once you do that, and then you are expert in one language, you can just literally do a Google search and then learn another language in weeks. That's second. What else? But I would say like put your hands on building the apps. The main thing I see on my friend circles were not about their idea or they were less smart. The main thing were they didn't even try to launch one app. So launch at least your first app. Every broken app will teach you like 100 times the knowledge than what you see on tutorials, because you will realize, okay, this is this way. Or maybe if you want to add new feature, you can search on Google, okay, yeah, how can we do this? Just like me. So when I pranked that guy on Facebook, I said, okay, how can I build a second screen so that I can show his password on my second screen? So that was my search. So that can be same for you. Like anything you are passionate about, start building things. Because if something is broken, you will go and fix that again. And that's how I think people become an expert. Because to be an expert, you need to know literally every mistakes that a beginner can make. And to know every mistakes that a beginner can make, you need to make that mistake first. So that'll be like start creating, start building app, break that app, add the features, build another, show to your friends. I think that's the main thing to be successful. Yeah. Keep the consistency, believe in yourself, because you just need one success. Your life is successful. Yeah.
Man, exactly. You inspired me as well to continue this journey. Thank you very much for this podcast. And I think it's not our last podcast. I had a really good time with you. So we will speak about different topics in the next episodes of the podcast from zero. Thank you one more time and have a nice day. Have a nice day, our subscribers, our listeners. Please press subscribe buttons. Thank you that you listen us to the end. It's very important to become good programmers. And so have a nice day. Goodbye.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys, for watching our conversations. The only thing is like we need to get going, build our apps, and then make something valuable for our users. Keep learning, keep building. We just want one successful product in our life. Thank you. Chakoyu.